Commanders got it, y'all. Commanders and the Eagles undefeated season against all odds and against my expectations. I I'm not gonna apologize. I'm just not. I'm not gonna apologize because I kept on tweeting and tweeting and tweeting and tweeting. The Commanders were gonna let this go. And they were damn near close to letting it go. Wow. Taylor Heinicke, man. Taylor Heinicke, Terry McLaurin, and this running game. Yeah, now I know you're gonna say Taylor Heinicke threw an interception, ill-advised interception, had a strip sack or whatever. But hey, unlike Jalen Hurts, Taylor Heinicke kept on bouncing back and coming back for more and making something positive happen. That's all I gotta say about that. Shout out to Naeem Abdul-Hawa, man. I was talking with him first half of the game. And he was basically saying, all right, what's the score? And at the time, the Commanders were down 14-10, but were in position to score a touchdown. He's like, all right, Commanders are going to win this. I'm like, dude, it doesn't work like that. Don't jinx it like that. And at halftime, 20-14, and he's like, all right, Commanders, I appreciate his optimism. I really do. He was like, all right, Commanders are going to win 40-34. Even though it doesn't work like that. My goodness, I love the guy to death. But here's the thing. And let's break this down. Gotta give the game balls to the following players. Terry McLaurin is one of them. Brian Robinson, nice night running the football. 84 yards. Bada bing, bada boom. And a touchdown. And he fought for that touchdown. Everyone was trying to get him down. He was like, I ain't going down. I'm taking this home with me. Antonio Gibbson, 44 yards rushing. But those 44 yards helped with the running game. Ran the ball well, scored a touchdown himself. And that was that it for the touchdowns? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Well, offensive touchdowns. I'll get to the defense in a second. Terry McLaurin didn't have a touchdown, but 120 yards receiving. Kept on cooking Darius Sligh. He got his redemption after Darius Sligh, after Carson Wentz couldn't get it going. Week 3, Taylor Heinicke comes in here and says, guys, rally around me. I got this. I really don't want to hear Taylor Heinicke or Carson Wentz coming back. Dude, you lost your spot yet again. You lost it. You lost it. You couldn't get the job done against in winnable games. You couldn't beat the Titans, which really should have been your final game, to be honest. It's over, Carson Wentz. Taylor Heinicke, ride with him out, because why would the Commanders give up a second-round pick? It's not worth it. Anyways, back to this rant. So yeah. Shout out to the coaching. Shout out to Scott Turner. Shout out to Ron Rivera. They dialed it up perfectly today or tonight. They made sure, they were like, look, we're going to run this ball. Yes, it's going to be 3 yards here, 4 yards here, 2 yards here. But as long as when we make passes, as long as we can get past the sticks, we're good. They dialed that up perfectly. Taylor Heinicke at the end of the first half was 7 of 10 on third downs, and they kept it on third and shorts. I think there was only 1 third and long in that first half, or there were a couple third and longs and they couldn't convert them. So shout out to them. Taylor Heinicke, yes, he did have that bad interception. The strips fumble, which led to the Eagles scoring a 7-0. And when I saw the Eagles score 7-0, I'm like, oh man, here we go. Here comes the dominant win. But like I said, to the Commanders' credit, they responded. They responded well. Scored a touchdown of their own. 13-play, 75-yard drive, touchdown. Knocked out, I think, 7 minutes plus off the clock. Second quarter, the Eagles scored a touchdown. Now, what I do have a nitpick is that it's 4th and 1, and either Taylor Heinicke or Ron Rivera let the clock wind down and score that, instead of converting that 4th and 1, they make it into a longer field goal, 14-10. And with the Eagles, I said, you don't need field goals. You need touchdowns. And my point was valid because it almost cost us. So, yeah. Let me see what else. Offensively, just dominated the clock. 40 minutes to the Eagles' 20 minutes, or just about 20 minutes. Curtis Samuel, nice job. He's basically the Commanders' version of Deebo Samuel, or if you want to think about it, Christian McCaffrey, maybe Christian McCaffrey-esque. Curtis Samuel. Ron Rivera wanted Christian McCaffrey. He got Christian McCaffrey. He got Curtis Samuel. So he used Curtis Samuel in that way. So there you go. Defensively, I think I'm done talking about the offense. Defensively, you couldn't draw it up any better. Forcing Jalen Hurts turnovers, and turnovers were key. When they were driving, when Jalen Hurts throws downfield, going to AJ Brown, Darreck Forrest was like, you know what? Screw it. My ball. Interception. Gets it. And I was like, oh, okay, we got it. Let's see what happens. Buckle up. And they get points off of it. The fumble where, and I know that this was controversial. This was a controversial. Jamin, what's the dude's name? Dallas Goedert catches the ball. Jamin Davis face masks, forced the fumble, and I think it was Darreck Forrest who recovered it or something, or Jamin Davis recovered it, but there was, obviously the face mask, and it was run back by a touchdown, but it was called back because he was touched or whatever. So, but turnover is a turnover, but I know that there's going to be controversy with that face mask or whatever. There you go. Another turnover. Benjamin St. Juste gets beat. And then Jalen Hurts throws it downfield to Quez Watkins. Benjamin St. Juste gets back up, punches it out, recovered. And I know I'm missing. Am I missing another turnover? Am I missing? Oh yeah, the fumble where it was that final lateral and Jaime Smith Williams recovers it for a fumble 6 that ends the game and gives the Commanders a more dominant win than it should have been, 32-21 or whatever, or a more spread win. So that's those are my team. Again, there were penalties like and I'll talk about the refs here in a second. Special teams unit. Joey Sligh made all your kicks. was what? 3 for 3? Let me see. He made 1, 2, 3, 4. Four field goals. And 2 were 50-plus yarders. The one at the end of the half, when it was a 58-yard attempt, made it. And then made a 55-yard attempt. There you go. To extend the lead to extend it from 2 to 5. Nice. You got it. You got your job done. Way to go. All right. Now on to my nitpicks. Penalties. Now the refs were basically 50-50. They sometimes wanted, they gave certain penalties to Philly, like the Jahan Dotson penalty, the PI, which shouldn't have been PI. Let me see what other penalty they didn't call the face mask or whatever on Jamin Davis, which was whatever. They did, however, what ended the game really was Taylor Heinicke takes the knee at the end of the game. The Eagles are going to get the ball back, and they force a personal foul because I guess what's the dude's name? I'm blanking on the name. The defensive player slams Taylor Heinicke down, which should have been reviewable. If it was reviewable, it was questionable. And it ended the game in essence because Taylor Heinicke gave himself up and then they slam him down. Whatever. The penalties really just NFL in general. These teams gotta stop relying on refs. They gotta put the ball in their hands. They gotta take it out of the refs' hands because all I'm gonna hear tomorrow morning on a bunch of talk shows is that, the ref didn't call this play on the Commanders. The refs didn't call this play. Nah, man. The Commanders upset the Eagles. That's all I need to hear. Were they bogus calls? Yes. Were they bogus calls? But that's why you don't rely on the refs. That's why you don't do it. Because they will call certain calls your way. Like, for example, the Jahan Dotson PI call that negated a huge play or a conversion on third down, made it third and long. And sometimes it'll end the game, like in the Eagles case. So there you go. Anyway, what else? I think I got everything, to be honest. Oh, field goals. This offense, yes, they were able to, convert on third downs, but when it mattered most, you kept on getting field goals. You got to convert those 3s into 6s. You can't rely on field goals. That was barely enough. And I called it. Because look, instead of 20-14, that was whatever. It was at the end of the half, whatever. That's whatever. But it's second down and goal at the 3. And you get sacked. And instead of throwing the ball, you could have just handed it off. You could have just run it, gotten down to the 2 or the 1 or whatever on second and goal, made it third and goal from the 1, and then run it in right there. But you didn't. You had to make a pass play. You got sacked. You couldn't get some yardage back. And you kicked the field goal 23-14. What did the Eagles do next drive? Scored a touchdown 23-21. Boom. Next drive. You're driving. You get stalled. Kick another field goal 26-21. All the Eagles need is a touchdown to beat you. 6 will do it. And the defense bailed you out with a turnover. Nah. You gotta turn those 3s into 6s, Commanders, if you want to be successful. Because I guarantee you, the Giants are not going to let that slide. The Browns, if Deshaun Watson is in tip-top shape, isn't going to let that slide. The Cowboys, as much crap as we give, that I give the Cowboys and us fans give the Cowboys, is not going to be enough. Score touchdowns, not field goals. But those are the only things that some of the things that I noticed. But alrighty, y'all, that'll do it. Enjoy this win, Commanders fans. Jason, stay in misery. Your depressed self. Cowboys lost against the Packers. So there you go. But that's it. That's all, y'all. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that sub button. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share this video with your friends and family. Comment because I like your thought. And also turn on that post notification bell to turn on that post notification. Turn on notifications so that way you know when I post a new video. Sometimes regarding the Commanders. I'm thinking of doing World Cup videos. A video regarding World Cup should be coming out soon this week. But already, y'all, Commanders fans, enjoy this win. I know I am. I can't believe the Commanders, after all I've said and all I tweeted, and y'all can come at me. I don't care. I can take it. But come after me, y'all. Do it. Because you know that I am a realist. That's why I say it. But already, y'all, keep it real. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.